Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm here. Whew. It's afternoon. Hello again. Hello, hello, hello. I wish I could see. I can feel the vibration of your all of your lovely smiles. That's what I'm going to grab hold of. I'm going to grab hold of the energies of your lovely smiles. So welcome, everybody. Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a crazy day. With a lot of the energies coming in, we do have that um Neptune. Neptune slowing down. I kept on saying Uranus, and it wasn't Uranus, it was Neptune. So we have this Neptune. He's going to be going retrograde as of tomorrow. So he's going to be stationary retrograde tomorrow on the new moon. We have Mars and Eris coming together. This is go time action. We have sextiling over to Jupiter, or sextiling over to Saturn. So it's really, let's get things going. And we also have, because the moon is in the dark phases, so we have the moon in the dark phases. This is all going to be on Lilith. This is really potent feminine energy that's coming forth. And then we have a square over to Pluto. So this is a lot of energy that's coming in right now, and especially there's also going to be with the sun moving. It's going to be there. She's going to have an opposition with Pluto this month too. So this month, and I'm talking about July, like the end of June, we're going into July. This is action packed. This is movement. This is activating and acting on the things that you want to do. If you're sitting around daydreaming and getting lost in dreams, it'll bite you in the ass. I'm not going to say it could bite you in the ass. It's going to bite you in the ass. This is a time of really taking the actions of going forth to what it is that you truly desire to do. And it's up to you to get caught up in whatever story. So you got to look at it. What am I getting caught up into? Is this really what I want to get caught up into, or is it not? I'd rather be over here. So really watching that of the media too, because this is also bringing up a lot of 2020 and 2021 is being reactivated. Have you cleared that away? Are you stepping away from this? So there are going to be, crazy talks that are going out there, but is that the narrative that you want to enter into? Because I'm over it. Like, I'm just like over it. I'm totally on a new direction. I'm totally on to a new road. And that's where I feel, for us all, it's like going on to that new road. Like, this is what we're going to be doing. The Harry Carey, the craziness is out there. It's what you want to put that introjection of your energy into as you step forward. So there is a lot of I'm going to say craziness that's going to come out with the media. I feel a very powerful, especially with that Lilith on this new moon, of feminine energy that's really coming through. So there's a lot of this beautiful feminine energy that is getting ignited with this as well. But with this moon, it's a protection, self-protection, nurturing home, family, and traditions. That's really Cancer, right? Is this cocktail hour? Should I pour myself a stiff one? You can. What time is it? Oh, yes. It's afternoon pint time. Aren't the pubs all open now? So it's like all of the rules that embody Cancer. So you look at all the Cancer energy. Cancer wants to make sure their world is okay. They want to be protected. They want to be have a nurturing home and roots. And one of the beautiful things is for me is that we found a place. And in finding a place, yeah, that really the roots getting down. It is the you know not having a place is very unsettling and can be unsettling. So this is bringing in, especially, we're going to be signing our lease agreement tonight. So we're signing our lease agreement in the dark phases of the moon, as you know, because the new moon is tomorrow. So I think it's kind of like, whoo, I'm signing this agreement on the dark moon. I'm entering in with this Mars and Eris, like these little soldiers coming in, knocking on the door, saying, "What do you want to do? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go? Where do you want to do?" And taking up that energy. This is really embracing some real beauty in life, and the energy of this new moon is very different to that, right? And we usually experience with it with the ruling sign, but this is due to it squaring Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Aries, and Aries is about proactive go getting. Are you being proactive? Are you go getting? Except for Erica. Erica has to rest her ass on her couch and watch a couple movies and take it easy and get rehabilitated so she can get better. That's what she has to do. That's her action move. So this is, will have us looking at whether what works, what's right for our family, may be right for us, and also where and what home looks like for us. And this is about our vision. So looking at our vision, but we have been, I got to read this right because I wrote this. Okay. If it's not our vision, but theirs, we have been living, then this energetic moon Jupiter combo could send us out seeking on that on that. So you got to make sure this is your vision. This is what you're doing, not doing somebody else's vision. Is this the road that you want to be going on? And with Aries coming in very strongly too, that always takes the direct approach. Aries doesn't tiptoe around. It's the god of war. It's the god of action. So this is about taking the direct. Unlike Cancer, with that indirect motion, it's that very mothering. Are you okay? Come on. Oh, all right. Let me make you a cup of tea or pour you a little bit of, of warm and gin and see how you're doing. But this is, this new moon wants you to think about where you resort to manipulation or convert means to get your needs met, and instead to ask directly and have courage. So ask, are my needs being met? Is this really what I really want? And stepping into that, that beautiful energy that's there. Um, it can be very overwhelming because it's just so inundated on like, let's get going. And if you're not used to that Martian energy of action oriented, let's get going. We're figuring our shit out as we go and do it. If you're more of a laid back person and sort of want to contemplate on things, and maybe it's this way and maybe it's that way, and just not sure yet, this energy is going to kick you in the ass because it's going to say to you, which way do you want to go? Are you taking your action? Or are you taking somebody else's action? And are you stepping into what you are wanting to dream? And this could be, with you and your husband or your significant other. This could be within your family and looking at those needs as well. So we have a activating energy that is really with us for some time. Because when you have a square, the square always goes with the slower moving energy. And so if you have the sun moves a degree a day, Jupiter is a little bit slower moving, than what the sun is. So we're going to be going with that Jupiter energy, because the Jupiter energy in Aries, it's saying, okay, where are my insecurities? Where do I have resentments? Where do I have blame? Where am I blaming others? Do I have, this is where it's like to release all of this within ourselves so we can move forward. If you are feeling any of these things, this is a moon to really work on that and saying, okay, I really am going to bring in the healing and the love that I need in order for me to go forward and to start to take the steps. This isn't, it'll help you to, it'll give you that support and give you and sustain, and sustain you. But if you're not going to take those moves, if you're not going to take that action, then you're going to get stuck, and you're going to find that, well, why isn't anything happening for me? Oh, woe is me. So it's taking those action steps. And sometimes there's things that you don't want to do. Like, I'm not very good at cold calling, especially people I don't know. I don't like cold calling people I don't know. But there's this, during looking for a place, I had to call these different places. Hi, is there a place available? Can I make a date? Book an appointment, blah, blah, blah. And then of course they ask you all the questions, what do you do for a living? What does your husband do? Are you both employed? Blah, 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 blah. All of these questions. And the one thing, I don't usually tell my new landlords very often what exactly I do, because a lot of times it just doesn't go over and I get the weirdest looks. I remember looking for a place uh, before we moved into this one, and we found a really nice little apartment, or a little townhouse, right? And we went to go look at it, and the guy took my information and stuff like that. And then he Googled me. He Googled, and I guess I put down, I think it was Amanda at the time, was one of my personal references. And he called Amanda to find out about me. And he goes, well, she's a very interesting character, isn't she? I mean, she's got all this stuff going on. And what does she do for a living? And Amanda just laughed. I mean, she was just like, oh my God, what do I say? Do I tell him, oh, well, yeah, Mama's, she's a psychic and she's a little bit witchy. And for a lot of people that scares them still, right? So it's one of those things. But if somebody asks me, that doesn't, like, now I'll just say I'm just a psychic medium and an astrologer. I'm just like, take it or leave it. What else do you do? Well, I do marketing, I do blogs, I do videos, I do streaming. I do a lot of computer work, back end work, things like that as well. So it's not just one thing, right? So anyways, long story short. So this is where to have the courage. Having the courage. And courage can also replace the self-protection and add its essence. And this new moon tells us we are stronger and more fearless than we are given ourselves credit for. We have the power within us to make the changes that we want to make and stand in our power. We really do. And this is a time to activate, to bring in that activation. And with this is a good thing. I feel it's radical, it's changing, but it's good. It might feel like a little scary because it's the unknown. But sometimes when things are ending, whether it's a relationship, a job, a business, a project, when different things are ending in different ways, right? So sometimes a relationship can end good or bad. It's just that you're just knowing that this is the end of the relationship. We can't go on any further than this, right? It's just not going to work. Um, so the relationship will end. The separation has to go. And sometimes going through those separations is difficult, right? And especially if you've been together for a long time, sometimes they're just like, you part and you just go off on your either way, and that's it. Other times there's some things to be hashed out and needing to be hashed out. But this moon is here to say and give you the energy to say, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to hash out. This is where I need to stand firm and allow myself to um, stand up for, right? And this is also, if you're, let's say you ended a job's ended. This is also looking at that job that's ended and say, oh, thank God it's ended. You might feel, the thing is that we are always, the thing is, Rich Dad Poor Dad, I'm trying to think of what he said. And he talks about, people work for the money, but there's never enough money, right? So it's learning. This is an opportunity of learning. How can I create an abundance for myself? And sometimes it's a very difficult thing to do, or feels like a difficult thing to do, because it's stretching us in a new way. It's getting us to think in a new way or move in a new way, right? It's getting us to look at, okay, don't just want to work for the money. I want the money to work for me. I want to create this abundance. I want to change my mindset. So it's like, when I go to work, that money, when I go to Save on Foods right now, that what I'm working for is a investor. That's how I'm looking at it. This is an investor for me in order for me to do something else. So this, what I'm doing here, is helping to invest. I'm doing this, and it's going to help me to invest in my, to move. It's going to help to invest in order for me to create other abundance in my life. It's going to help me to be able to get more financially stable. So this is, it's a mindset. So this energy is helping us to look at things in a new way. And as we look at things in a new way, it is going to help us to open the doorways, because we're taking those action steps in order to do it, and allowing for those action steps. Sometimes when you have a business and you've poured your heart and soul into a business, and you've worked and you've made sure, and that everything goes well, but something happens. It's either the economy, or it your customer lineup, just there's not anybody there to invest in it, or um it's just done. It's just done. And sometimes that's the hardest thing. That's a hard thing, because you poured your heart and soul. But when we change it and say, okay, yeah, this isn't working, what can I recreate? Or maybe this is the time for me to look at something new in my life and create something new. It's a hard block. It's a hard block. And that's what this energy is doing. It's getting us to really look at some really hard things in our life that we don't want to look at. That it's, it seems like everything is going fine. And I've had people, I when I do readings, and at the time, everything seems to be going fine. And other things come into a line that I was unable to see, or wasn't privy to, or whatever it was, and things go in a different direction. But the thing is that even though it's going into a different direction, I there's new opportunities that are going to come up from this. And even though we may not see them right away, you know, they appear, they come through. So, and same with projects. Sometimes projects end, and it's time to move on from that project. It's time to move on from those people that you've worked with for so long, and go on to a new project. So we're in this time of, with this energetic moon Jupiter combo, to move fearlessly. And this could send us out seeking on that, and looking at what we are seeking. So embrace this energy. I know it's going to be harsh for some people. I know it's going to be pretty difficult, especially with Neptune going retrograde. So it's like Neptune, I feel, just came in. I just feel like I just had the wash of Neptune over me. And now he's taking, and he's receding. He's receding. All of this energy and all of this stuff is going to start coming up that we didn't want to look at, you know? And this is where it's like, okay, I got to look at this stuff. This is what I need to really look at in my life at this time. So take those steps, baby. Take those steps. So as you know, and I just, stated earlier that I did find a place. We're moving Friday for sure. If there's anybody in the Calgary area that is able to help us out on Friday, that would be awesome. If you have a truck or a SUV that you can come and help us out, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Steve can't um, lift a whole hell of a lot right now, so I just need help. I just need help. This is like I need help. I need help in more ways than one, that's for sure. But in getting things moved. So it'd be greatly appreciated if anybody can DM me. I know moving is not something, somebody races up and says, "Hey, yeah, I'll move you." Um, and that's not exactly something people like say, "Yeah, I'm going to be there. I will help you move." It's I get it. I get it. Moving is not something that is an enjoyable event. So I work till 10 on the Friday. So if people want to come anytime after 10 o'clock, and I will assess to see if I actually need a U-Haul, you know, um, to say I need help. It's so powerful to say I need help. It is, but it isn't. It's just it's a hard thing to do, and um, there's just I just there's been so much that has happened in our lives since February. So this is just where it's kind of like this puzzle piece that we've had, and this is sort of like the final, feels like a sort of like this puzzle coming together, and where we get to go to a place and just breathe. Thank you, Dana. And we can just sort of say, okay, we need to catch our breath here for a bit. And I think this is a place where we can catch our breath. And it's so important to be able to find a place that you can do that. If you've been feeling so many things have been going into a whirlwind and stuff. Okay, baby, don't forget the boxes downstairs. All right, sweetie. You taking the dog? Well, yeah, I'm going to leave her here. She'd be devastated. She'd be devastated. His little dog. He's got a cute little dog, Roxy. So cute. um this is where, yeah, it's kind of like this puzzle piece that's come together for us, and I can just go, thank you, God, thank you, goddess, thank you, everybody, for support. um Greatly, so greatly appreciate it. It's been one to help us to keep above water, which has been great. Now Neptune's keep above water, as Neptune is the tide's going out. So I think maybe that's what it is. The tide is going out, and we're able to sit on the shore and say, I could see the beach. I can see things. I'm able to coordinate things a little bit better in my life, and it's not going to be perfect. There's still some things that still have to be done, but it'll be a sort of a reprieve with some of the energies and allow for some healing to take place. So if anybody's able to come out, and I thank Dana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Erica, you're too far away and you need to sit on the couch. You've had some things going on for you as well. So sending you guys out so much love. Thank you so much for all your support. And I am doing my summer sale, 1 hour readings for $99. So, and I'm booking into July. So if anybody's interested in the 1 hour readings, so I'm booking into July. I'm not doing any other readings this week. I just have my new moon people, my new moon peeps that I'll be doing. Their readings will be coming out tomorrow. I'll try and get them done early in the morning. And yeah, and then my shamanic group. I will be sending out your guys' video this week as well. You're going to get a combo of Mars and Jupiter this week. So, it's one of those things, you just have to embrace. So thank you, everyone. Gonna love you and leave you. And we will talk to you all tomorrow. All right. So have a blessed one and honor yourself through this energy. I'll be posting up each of the signs. I'm gonna for this moon, I'm gonna be posting up Aries, Taurus, and all of you guys. I'll be posting that up on my Facebook wall. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you. So it won't let me go.